Hey everyone, today we're here with John Policicchio from Community Living Algoma, CLA, to discuss some of the changes that they've had to make since the COVID-19 pandemic. So today, John, can you let us know what you and your team are doing to help flatten the curve?
So, of course, these are very difficult times, unprecedented, and something that we had to adjust to. So, basically, we're following the advice of the Ministry of Health and Algoma Public Health. We're practicing the physical distancing, the hand washing, staying at home other than essential needs. When it comes to groceries, we in fact have an arrangement now with a local retailer where they do our shopping and we do the curbside pickup. So again, making sure our staff aren't having to be out in the community. There's a lot of active screening going on for the people we support as well as our employees, particularly at the residential locations. We work very collaboratively with our bargaining agent, QP Local 1880, looking at health and safety issues as well as any temporary measures, so things like 12-hour schedules for our employees, as well as one employee working at one location per day. We've got the office closures throughout the district, so our main office here in the Sioux, Blind River, Elliott Lake, Hornpain, and Wawa. Those locations are all closed to the public. We're still responding to calls. We've got effective pandemic planning, so we're trying to look out 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time, as well as ongoing daily communication with our employees. And then working together seems to be the motto we've adopted to keep each other safe, healthy, and well.
Thank you, John. It seems like there seem to be many changes going on at CLA. And with the community right now canceling and postponing some of their events, have you and your team had to adjust to these new changes?
So the absence of community relationships and belonging for us results in what we believe is isolation and loneliness. So we accept and understand and support the need for closures and staying home, the physical distancing for the health and well-being of all citizens. But it has been a challenging adjustment as our organization is all about community, citizenship, and relationships. The employees and the people supported have made phenomenal adjustment. We refer to both our employees and the people we support as being resilient during these difficult times, just finding things for people to do. The use of technology has really come into play so that people can connect with their family, their friends. I know as employees, we're using virtual technology all the time now. With the warmer weather, we're starting to see people get outside for walks within their neighborhood, still practicing the physical distancing. We're starting to see a lot of photos being shared with us, which are being posted on our Facebook page. We're seeing people do some art paintings, puzzles, cooking, baking, gardening, yard cleaning. So just a variety of things. But of course, what we're preaching and what we see as the priority is the health, safety, and well-being of the people we support and our employees is the priority.
And on top of all of these new changes going on in the community, John, have you and your team had to change your operating hours?
So the provincial government deemed our residential services as essential. So our residential supports are continuing today as they were pre-pandemic. For the non-residential staff, we're conducting wellness checks. Our community support workers have been phenomenal to this point, helping out with masks and gowns, and they were doing some shopping that has since stopped. But we're basically continuing some business as usual, but in many cases, things have had to change. For example, the office closures, we're now taking calls from 8:30 to 4:30 Monday to Friday. We have a person actually answering calls because it was starting to bother us that if you call and you have to go through the phone tree, it's very complicated. After hours, we have an on-call manager that is fielding calls from the community or people we support. The number to reach us at is 705-253-1700. Office locations, as I mentioned, have been closed right throughout the district. Employees are working from home. Virtual meetings, virtual check-ins are being conducted using technology, and that's the new normal for us right now.
And to end this interview, are there any words that you'd like to share with the community?
Yes, Community Living Algoma has several stakeholders that we'd like to recognize and thank. Starting first of all, I think with all the citizens throughout the Algoma district for following the advice and guidance of the Algoma Public Health and looking out for each other. I think Algoma certainly hasn't seen what the level of impact as other communities have seen. So we're very thankful for that. We also want to thank Dr. Sproit and her team at Algoma Public Health for their leadership, guidance, and advice during these unprecedented times. We want to thank the community leaders throughout the District of Algoma for being very clear about their community expectations and for communicating with their respective communities, so staying in constant communication. We also thank the heroes in healthcare, long-term care, the first responders for their daily efforts. We thank the business community, government agencies, and for their donations around personal protective equipment, food, but also thanking the volunteers, many volunteers who have assisted us with sewing masks and gowns. Last but not least, I want to thank the direct support professionals at Community Living Algoma, our heroes, for leaving their families each day to show their dedication and commitment to the people they support and to each other. We're very appreciative of our direct support professionals.